me advice. She said, Dad, go pro with Crest ProHealth.
4 out of 5 dentists confirm these Crest ProHealth products help maintain a professional clean. And it's the only toothpaste with the ADA seal of acceptance for protection against acid erosion.
Catch more of Colbert's most memorable moments of 2017 all this week.
It's a night of legends. Norman Lear, Carmen de Lavalla, Gloria Estefan, LL Cool J, and Lionel Richie at the 40th Kennedy Center Honors, CBS Tuesday.
The Amazing Race is back. Let's go! Teams top in their field will compete. New year, new race. Let's go! Premiere CBS Wednesday, January 3rd.
Us at Big Bang Theory. Happy holidays.
Dinner with friends, gotta bring some food. Whoa. Not a great cook, but don't wanna be rude. Whoa.
Holiday lights are the perfect time.
Whoa.
May have done just a bit too much.
Get on the Holiday Road in a Honda Civic. See your dealer for great holiday deals during the Happy Honda Days sales event.
At T-Mobile, when you holiday together, great things come in twos. Like T-Mobile and Netflix. Right now, when you get an unlimited family plan, Netflix is included.
Wow.
T-Mobile covers your Netflix subscription, so you can catch the hottest new movies and shows all year long on us.
Amazing.
And it's your last chance to buy any of these hot new Samsung Galaxy phones and get a second one free. That's one Samsung for you and one to gift, just in time to finish off your list. T-Mobile, holiday together.
Asking questions, getting answers. Cleveland 19 News starts now.
Good evening, I'm Sia Nyorkor in for Lydia Esparra. We have the snow timeline for your Christmas day. Let's get right over to Beth McLeod with the first alert.
Well, although we're already seeing some heavy snow come down, most snow totals starting to come in are right around 2.5 inches, some a little more, some a little less. But in the meantime, you can see the drier air is winning out, the colder air will start coming in, and what's really left, the heavier snow is out towards Geauga County at this point. You can see the winter weather advisory is still in effect, so travel is going to be a little on the tricky side, could even be icy roads tomorrow morning when you head out the door if you're going to early church service. In the meantime, here's that heaviest snow coming down from Ashtabula down to Auburn through Geauga County, out towards portions of the eastern portion of Cuyahoga County. Bracknell and Mentor seeing a little more heavier snow. Canton, North Canton, heading out towards Kent and Smith. You can definitely see there's still a path of some pretty heavy snow to cycle through. Over the next hour, this will wind down even more, and then we'll finally be done with the Clipper portion as it moves out towards the northeast. In the meantime, after this snow, although temperatures have been in our favor all afternoon, right around the freezing mark, temperatures begin to slide. Matter of fact, the warmest time of the day will be at any point as we go through our Monday morning. You can see temperatures greet you tomorrow morning in the low 20s along the lakeshore, in the upper teens inland. As we go through the day tomorrow, they really don't go anywhere, so it's a little deceiving. Tonight's overnight low is about 22 degrees. The snow's starting to wrap up. And 24 tomorrow on Christmas Day. That comes early in the day. By the end of the day, Christmas dinner, you'll only be in the teens, and the wind chill is still only going to be in the single digits. I'll talk more about what snows to come this week coming up. Sia?
Thank you, Beth. Stay on top of the weather by downloading the First Alert Weather app. There's interactive radar, and you can get customized forecasts for your neighborhood. It's free in the App Store for iPhone or Google Play for Android. You'll need to be careful when you head out on the roads for church services or to visit family tomorrow. Our Lacey Crisp is in the Cleveland 19 Storm Chaser. Lacey, tell us, what is it like out there right now?
You know, right now, it's just some light snow, but back about 9:30, 10 o'clock, there was some pretty heavy snow falling in the Medina area. In fact, we actually saw a couple of accidents. Now, I can't tell with any certainty that it was weather related, but we did see one car for sure that looked like it had spun out. That was right around 10:30 on 71, right by 303. Also, at about 7 o'clock tonight, an ODOT truck was actually rear-ended while blocking a lane for emergency emergency crews that were responding to a separate incident. The good news there is that that ODOT driver is okay. That's a really good reminder to make sure that you're giving those crews the room that they need to make sure that they can do their job to make sure the roads are safe for the rest of us. Now, having said that, taking a look at the roads here, they are a little bit slick, but you can obviously tell that crews have been out salting the roads. We've seen several ODOT trucks out salting the roads, making sure that they're cleared, making sure that, they don't get too slippery. As it is right where we're at, it's 29 degrees. We've kind of seen it go up and down a couple of degrees since about 9 o'clock tonight. But as I said, right now, not snowing too bad, but that definitely wasn't the case about an hour ago. We were seeing some very pretty white snow. If you look out on the trees right now, it is a very pretty Christmas Eve. Reporting live, Lacey Crisp, Cleveland 19 News.
Nice, thank you, Lacey. Now, as she mentioned, there was a huge traffic backup on I-71 South this evening because of a multi-vehicle accident at Route 303. Brunswick police tell us one person was hurt and it was down to one lane while crews cleared away the wreck, but all lanes were back open shortly after 7.
I figured everybody would be in for the holidays, but I guess this is a huge travel day.
There was controlled chaos at Newark International Airport today. Nationwide, more than 60 flights were canceled and over 1,900 delayed, many of them in snowy Chicago. AAA estimates that holiday travel will set a record for the 9th consecutive year. The greatest number of travelers, more than 97 million of them, are expected to take to the roads, where a band of winter weather has already created dangerous conditions from Nebraska all the way to Maine. Christmas is already underway around the world at the Vatican. The Pope used the holiday's central story as he appealed for better treatment of migrants. CBS's Laura Podesta reports.
As the faithful gathered at the Vatican for midnight mass, Pope Francis directed their attention to the plight of the world's refugees.
So many other footsteps are hidden in the footsteps of Joseph and Mary. We see the tracks of entire families forced to set out in our own day.
The Pope said the Holy Family went through an ordeal that would be familiar to many in the world of 2017.
They had to leave their people, their home, and their land.
Francis said Jesus was born in a manger because Mary and Joseph had been turned away everywhere else. He urged his audience to heed the holiday's lesson.
Christmas is a time for turning the power of fear into the power of charity.
Christmas is also being celebrated in Bethlehem, the historic birthplace of Jesus.
I'm here for the first time in the Holy Land, and I hope to find something special.
Thousands of pilgrims converged on Manger Square and the Church of the Nativity in the West Bank. Turnout was somewhat smaller than in years past. The event had been scaled down by Palestinian officials after President Trump said the U.S. would recognize Jerusalem as Israel's capital. Laura Podesta, CBS News, New York.
It's horrible.
So are you still shopping or are you done?
No, I'm still shopping, sadly.
They close at 6. Are you going to be done in time?
Man, I have not procrastinated. I have done my job and done plenty of shopping ahead of time. A lot online too, but I think just one more thing for the day.
Yeah? What do you think Santa's going to get you?
He gave me presents.
Our cameras out at Kohl's in Fairview Park with the absolute last-minute shoppers. Most stores closed at 6, so your choices are really limited right now if you need to get a present for someone. Willowick police are looking for the robbers who hit 2 restaurants this Christmas Eve. The first one just after midnight at the Wendy's on Vine Street. A man came through the drive-thru window to complain about his order and demand a refund. While the register was open, he reached inside, grabbed the cash, and jumped into an SUV for the getaway. Then around 5 p.m., a man held up the clerk at a Subway on Lakeshore Boulevard. No one was hurt and the worker didn't see a weapon. The suspect took off. If you know anything about either of those thieves, call Willowick Police. 2 families out of their homes this Christmas because of a fire. But before fire crews even got there, 3 total strangers ran in to help save a life.
We accessed through the back, opened the back door, went up the staircase, and my fireman instinct just kicked in.
The smoke became too much to handle, so the men ran back outside, but luckily there was no one inside. But the flames spread to the house next door, and neighbors knocked on the door to warn the people inside.
My husband and I were both senior citizens, and this was our sole house, and I don't know if we're going to wind up homeless or what. I don't know how badly the house is worn out.
Investigators are still trying to figure out how the fire started. Nearly 80% of the U.S. blew our holiday budget this year. We will show you some easy ways to start chipping away at some of that debt.
Well, say goodbye to the 30s. That's right. We're heading down into the teens. Not tonight so much, but the winds are already shaking our camera every now and then. Fiesel Roof Cam has a little snow on it, but the roads are still looking okay. I'll let you know what to expect tomorrow morning coming up.
Get breaking news and weather on the Cleveland 19 News app, powered by Tri-C, where futures begin. Start now.
From our family at Wake Up Cleveland to yours.
Have a wonderful holiday season.
Get the Naturestone garage floor you've always wanted for as low as $2.99 per square foot during our year-end sales event. Transform your garage into a grand entrance for as little as $2.99 per square foot. Go to naturestone.com today and save like never before.
Sleigh bells ring, are you listening? Just listening. A beautiful sight. Walking in a winter wonderland.
Naughty or nice, we don't judge. Everyone can get our best deals of the season on select models during Hyundai holidays. Now get a Santa Fe Sport for $189 a month, or up to $3,000 in total savings. Visit buyhyundai.com today.
Levin's will be closed Christmas Eve and Christmas Day, so our employees can spend time with their family and friends. But on Tuesday, bring your family and friends to the biggest after Christmas sale ever. From 10 a.m. to 2 p.m., get up to 56% off. Our biggest discount ever. From 2 p.m. to 6 p.m., get up to 53% off. From 6 p.m. to closing, get up to 50% off. And all day Tuesday, get free financing for 3 full years with no minimum purchase. One day, Tuesday at Levin's.
Some other guys try to fool you with a burger that's more bun than beef.
That's it?
But Wendy's Baconator, with 6 strips of bacon and more than twice the beef of those bread burgers, is the real deal. So head to Wendy's and taste why the Baconator isn't just delicious, it's deliciously different.
Live from Cleveland's News Center. Driven by Don Joseph Toyota in Kent. This is Cleveland 19 News.
All right, now it's Christmas Eve. Let's check in on Santa. Right now, the NORAD Santa tracker says he was just seen in Quebec City and he's heading for Montreal. He's already delivered over 5 billion presents. The annual tracker has been put on by the North American Aerospace Defense Command for the past 60 years. It's Christmas Eve, a day when so many of us are spending time with our families. This holiday weekend, some will give up a portion of that family time to give back. At St. Augustine Hunger Center, volunteers will help feed more than 15,000 people in the greater Cleveland area. Who are those volunteers? Cleveland 19's Denise Arella went to the Hunger Center to find out.
It's lunchtime at St. Augustine Hunger Center on Christmas Eve. 9-year-old Jake Wargo just got done asking his mom if he can come back tomorrow to help serve the Christmas meal.
It's a good feeling to help people in need, and it's not their fault that it happened to them. It can happen to anybody.
Like so many of the other volunteers here, Jake says he gets more than he gives. Many of the people who come here for a meal don't want to be seen on camera.
It makes me feel good that I can actually help people.
Thomas Janusak says he was on the receiving end of the St. Augustine Hunger Center years ago. Now he spends much of his time here giving back. He'll also be spending part of his Christmas day here volunteering.
They've always helped me here. They've always been good to me here, so it's my turn to give back a little.
For many, coming here on Christmas Day is what this season of giving is all about.
And to truly give, without looking for something in return, yeah.
For Sister Corita, who has spent her Christmas here for at least the past 4 decades, there's no other place she would want to be. The volunteers and people who come to receive a meal are like family. That family continues to grow every year.
So a lot of the people we give are people whose husbands died during the year or whose wives died during the year, and they don't want to be alone on that day, and they'll come and help us to serve that day.
And they still need volunteers here to help with the Christmas meal. If you would like to help out, you can show up here 9 a.m. sharp tomorrow morning. You can also go to our website, cleveland19.com, for more information. In Cleveland, Denise Zarella, Cleveland 19.
A new study found 65% of Americans set a holiday budget. The problem, though, 77% of them blew that budget by spending too much on gifts, parties, and everything else. Here's how to start getting back on track. First, make a list of what you owe and prioritize the debts with the highest interest rates. Then free up as much money as you can to pay toward that highest interest debt. If you get some gift cards you don't want or need, sell them on a resale site like Gift Card Granny and put that cash toward the debt. Cut back on eating out for a few months, cancel any memberships you aren't using, maybe even put your credit cards on ice for a while. Finally, ignore all the after holiday sales until you pay off your 2017 purchases.
Good advice.
Good advice, but that's kind of hard. Who doesn't love a sale? Oh my goodness, Beth.
We know where you're going to be on Tuesday.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, see?
So tell us, how's it looking out there?
Well, we're still seeing some pretty heavy snow come down, but now we've seen the winds pick up, and it's gusty winds. So here comes the icy cold air. So your current conditions, I put this camera back up so you can kind of see. Of course, it's not jiggling now, but we got, there you go. You got some wind gusts out there. Winds out of the west-southwest. 23 miles an hour. Still some light snow coming down, a little fog, but you can see the roads are still doing just fine, mainly because we're at 31 degrees. That definitely helps. So we'll deal with this system snow for another hour or two, but then tomorrow morning, plan on icy roads. Not so much snowy travel, but our temperatures turn so cold, and you can see the shine on the roads. Just be a little careful. The fresh snow that has come down is going to stick and stay because our temperatures are going to get icy cold. Now, it might get rearranged by some of the wind out there, but in the meantime, the wind chill. Take a look at our wind chill. Now, currently, we're at 31 degrees. Hopkins feels like temperature is at 18. Mansfield's at 14. Worcester's at 15. You get the idea. That bitter cold air, oh, it's going to stick with us for a while. So here's your feels like forecast coming up for your Christmas day. And this is truly how you need to dress. You need to dress for the single digits for your Christmas morning. In some areas, it might be sub-zero when you wake up and start opening up those gifts. By 1 in the afternoon, we're still only in the single digits. Mansfield, you're only feeling like 2 degrees. So heads up, although we're getting the snow now, tomorrow we're going to be bitterly cold. In the meantime, our heavy snow from Ashtabula down to the southern portion of Geauga County, Lake County, seeing some heavy snow at this point. This is the end of the system snow. It's starting to push out towards the northeast. You can see Canton now. You're just coming out of it. Dover, you're still getting some snow. Most areas, everything's starting to quiet down, and then everything's going to transition into some lake effect. As you can see, the lake fetch coming into Fort Wayne off of Lake Michigan. Ultimately, we'll be dealing with a little of that for the next couple of days as colder Canadian air comes in and just stays put for a couple of days. So in the meantime, the snow, well, it starts winding down, and tomorrow morning when you wake up, unless you live in the snow belt, Cuyahoga County along the lake shore mainly, you could continue to see snow upwards of 1 inch, maybe 2 inches tomorrow. But in the meantime, it's going to be the bitter cold. A mostly cloudy day, but look at our at 9 o'clock, we're only in the teens in some areas. By lunchtime, at least we're almost all out of the teens. Mansfield, you're just going to have a really cold day, and you might actually need your sunglasses tomorrow. A partly sunny day with some lake effect snow bands with that icy cold wind coming mainly out of the west. The lake effect snow bands kind of take a break in the middle of the day, only to reassemble and start dumping snow from about Monday night into Tuesday and Wednesday, mainly headed towards Erie, PA. But at least we get that white Christmas. Tonight, our overnight lows, low 20s along the lakeshore, mid-teens inland. Tomorrow, your Christmas Day forecast, I'll be surprised that 26 comes early in the morning. Temperatures in the afternoon for the greater Cleveland area will barely be at about 21, 22 degrees. And if you're inland, you're barely making it to 20. So daytime high tomorrow, a little tricky. It comes early in the day. 15, 14, and 16 for Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. We see a little more sunshine on Wednesday Wednesday and Thursday. Friday brings in our next system, so hey, we're back into the 20s at least. Although next weekend is another holiday and a fun one, and a lot of people like to be outside. It's going to be bitterly cold, and we'll be battling the elements both on Saturday and Sunday with a chance of some snow.
Straight ahead in sports, more reaction from the Browns after they dropped to 0-15 on the year. Hear what the guys were saying from Chicago next.
Cleveland 19 News and McDonald's Breakfast, a deliciously satisfying way to start your day.
Wrap up holiday savings on great styles for men at K&G. Buy any 2 suit separate jackets and get 2 pants or 2 vests for free. Plus our entire stock of men's shoes and boots. Buy 1 pair, get 1 50% off. Put some savings in your stocking at K&G.
If you've experienced rape or sexual abuse, no matter how long ago it happened, Cleveland Rape Crisis Center is here for you. Now with offices in Cleveland, Westlake, Mentor, Chardon, and Ashtabula. Text, call, or log on for help today. Cleveland Rape Crisis Center. Change starts here.
Give yourself a gift from National Design Mart or National Carpet Mill Outlet. With 150,000 square feet of flooring, countertops, and cabinets, your design choices are endless. Install now before the holidays and make your season bright.
National Design Mart, your design superstore.
This time of year is all about family.
And we'd like you to be a part of ours.
So our Chevy employee discount is now available to everyone.
You pay what we pay, and not a cent more.
It's our way of saying happy holidays.
And welcome to the family.
The Chevy family.
Use your employee discount for everyone to get 25% below MSRP on most 2017 Cruze models. That's over $7,300 on this Chevy Cruze. Chevrolet, the #1 selling brand in Northeast Ohio.
Tri-C has changed my life in more ways than I could have ever imagined. You start there and you opened up a door of endless possibilities. They really support their students financially, professionally, and personally. Tri-C is the foundation of the professional that I am now. My name is Valencia Collins, and I earned my nursing degree at Tri-C.
Really?
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 See zero in a whole new way. Get 0 down, 0 deposit, 0 first month's payment, and 0 due at signing on select Volkswagen models. Now with the People First warranty.
Run, jump, or swim in to experience the power of Tempur-Pedic sleep. With our 90-day trial and being the highest-ranked mattress in customer satisfaction by J.D. Power, it's easy to love. Find your exclusive retailer at TempurPedic.com.
The Grammy Awards, live from New York City. Cleveland 19 and Arby's want to send you there. Register now for a chance to win a trip for 2. The Grammy Awards, Sunday, January 28th, only on Cleveland 19.
Our community roots run deep, generation to generation. 229 locations, a family of 32,000 team members. Our customers are family too, so we work hard to nurse the needs of all our neighbors, to make a place for everyone at our table. We offer our very best to your family, to our community, to our world. Happy holidays from Giant Eagle. For nearly a century, families feeding families.
It's not too late for amazing holiday savings at K&G. Buy 2 women's suit separates, get 1 free. Plus our entire stock of women's shoes or boots. Buy 1 pair, get 1 50% off. Bring style and savings home for the holidays from K&G.
Now, this is the Serpentini Chevrolet Sports Report on Cleveland 19 News.
And with that one today, they are 1 more loss away from running the table. They're 0-15. Came into play at 0-15. Or 0-14. They're 0-15 now. Road game in Pittsburgh next week. 0-16 probably going to happen, folks. Just get used to it. They were in this today for a little bit, kind of, for a while today. DeShone Kizer hurt him. More turnovers for the rookie. He was 18 of 36. 182 yards, no touchdowns, 2 more interceptions, a rating of 41. He has 21 picks on the season. And it was another day not worth really writing home about or talking about for the rookie. He is struggling Does not have a veteran quarterback on the roster to help. They should have got him that. They don't. That's part of the reason why they're having some of these problems. Kaiser, though, saying all the right things after the game today.
I am the leader of this team as a quarterback. Records typically go on quarterbacks and they go on head coaches. And, I'm the quarterback of this team who's going through some tough times. I think it's going to be one of the more important years and one of the more pivotal years of my career in the sense that you got to understand what rock bottom looks like before you can climb to the top properly.
Rock bottom, they got it. Mitch Trubisky was not bad at all today. 14 of 23, 193 yards, did not throw for a touchdown. Also had no interceptions, had a rating of 87. Not only did he not turn it over, he gashed the Browns with his legs. 7 carries for 44 yards and a running touchdown. The pride of Mentor did well today.
Made some plays, made some plays for him. They've had a couple of screen passes that broke out. I think a lot of his yards came from those things. A couple of screen plays that they had. I know one went for 40, another one for 25. I don't know how many total yards he had, but I know that was the bulk of it, I think our defense fought their tails off, but again, those plays break out. Those things lead to touchdowns.
He was smart. He had more wheels than people give him credit for, but he managed the game pretty well.
Well, after today's game, Tony Zarella and the fifth quarter crew gathered to talk about the game, and they had a lot to discuss.
Hugh Jackson needs to come back, and not just for Hugh Jackson, because he's subtly been throwing out hints that he doesn't have enough players, that he doesn't have the guys that he wants. You can look at the botched trade. You can look at guys that came in with Kenny Britt. He did not want these guys. So he was told to get players and to just, try to make a winning team.
Josh, how much of the I don't put guys in position to succeed, at least at what they're good at, falls on Hugh Jackson?
I think that, Hugh Jackson is simply this. He is a coach who can coach veteran teams. I think he's proven after 2 seasons that if you give him a rookie team, you give him a bunch of new guys, that he probably won't be successful. But if you have a team that's struggling every year, I think he'll probably, and this may be just rumors, he can probably go down to Cincinnati and they'll be and they'll make it far in the playoffs because that's where he's comfortable.
So that's what they're
and
basing
he has talent.
So they're basing him, Bob and Coach. They're looking at his resume, his body of work from working with the guys in Cincy. They're not blaming him for this. That's what you're basing.
Yes.
If you're making that statement, that means he has a lot of experience and he knows what he's doing. Well, why did he allow that to happen now?
I don't think he had a choice. He didn't have a choice.
Yes, he had a choice. He had a choice.
Or to resign.
They could have done that. He had a choice because right now it's an embarrassment.
It is.
He's lost 31 games.
30 out of 31.
Yeah.
He'll get to 31 next week. They're going to run the tape.
And again, he always has that to lay back on, to say, it wasn't me, it was Sashi.
I like Little Z on the set with them there. Josh Rosen, how about this? News from Adam Schefter of ESPN. He reports that if Rosen thinks the Browns want to draft him, he might stay in school and come back for his senior year. If he comes out, he's going to be a very high pick. He's right now one of the top 1 or 2 quarterbacks, depending how you see him and Sam Darnold. Darnold might stay in school.
All right.
College guys so bad, I think the Browns are so bad they'd rather stay in school.
Oh my God, that's so embarrassing.
Yes, it is.
We'll be right back.
Lease a 2018 Optima LX for $169 a month or get $4,000 towards the purchase of a new 2018 Optima SX when you finance through Kia.
He's a NASCAR champion who's faced thousands of drivers. She's a world-class swimmer who stared down the best in her sport. But for both of them, the most challenging opponent was
PE blood clots in my lung. It was really scary.
A DVT in my leg.
I had to learn all I could to help protect myself.
My doctor and I chose Xarelto.
Xarelto, to help keep me protected.
Xarelto is a latest generation blood thinner that's proven to treat and reduce the risk of DVT and PE blood clots from happening again. In clinical studies, almost 98% of patients on Xarelto did not experience another DVT or PE.
Here's how Xarelto works.
Xarelto works differently. Warfarin interferes with at least 6 blood clotting factors. Xarelto is selective, targeting just one critical factor interacting with less of your body's natural blood clotting function. Don't stop taking Xarelto without talking to your doctor, as this may increase risk of blood clots. While taking, you may bruise more easily or take longer for bleeding to stop. It may increase your risk of bleeding if you take certain medicines. Xarelto can cause serious and in rare cases fatal bleeding. Get help right away for unexpected bleeding, unusual bruising, or tingling. If you've had spinal anesthesia, watch for back pain or any nerve or muscle-related signs or symptoms. Do not take Xarelto if you have an artificial heart valve or abnormal bleeding. Tell your doctor before all planned medical or dental procedures and before starting Xarelto about any conditions such as kidney, liver, or bleeding problems.
You've got to learn all you can
To help protect yourself from DVT and PE blood clots. Talk to your doctor about Xarelto. There's more to know.
Love the snow and love making extra money? Reliable Snow Plowing Specialists is hiring for its second shift. That means you can work in the snow industry while still keeping your day job. Become a snow fighter today. Call or go to snowfighterswanted.com.
Get the Naturestone basement floor you've always wanted for as low as $2.99 per square foot during our year-end sales event. Transform your basement into a beautiful living space for as low as $2.99 per square foot. Go to Naturestone.com today and save like never before.
This unexpected break from holiday overload is brought to you by the season's most unexpected gift.
It's that time again. Just when you thought it was a wrap. For last-minute outdoor gifts for everyone on your list, close out the hunt at Cabela's Christmas sale. Save 20 to 60% on our giant hunting wear sale. And save 40% on select Cabela's casual apparel. Plus, give the gift good on every item. Cabela's gift cards. Hurry and shop for all your last-minute gifts, in-store and online.
All right, so it's a white Christmas.
It is. Now it looks like Christmas. It feels like Christmas. And now pretty soon it's going to feel like February. And you're going to be like, what happened? It got so cold. So we really lucked out today. Temperatures stayed near 30 degrees. Tomorrow, not so lucky. Colder air comes in. That 24 is early in the day. Most of the afternoon, it's only going to feel like 8 degrees tomorrow. So a lot windier. Could see some lake effect snow. And then we stay bitterly cold through the good portion of this week.
All righty. Thank you so much for watching tonight at 11. Have a wonderful Christmas, Northeast Ohio.
Merry Christmas.
Good night. You did it. Thank you.
Now, this is a Cleveland 19 News editorial.
It's been a rough season for the Cleveland Browns. That much is true. And the season might end without the team getting a win. Joining the 2008 Detroit Lions is the only 0-16 teams in NFL history. It's not a good thing, and fans are understandably frustrated. A parade to commemorate the accomplishment is in the planning stages, and that I just don't get. Each week, coaches and players practice, study, and take the field trying to win games. It's a very competitive industry, and all of them are playing for their jobs. I don't think anyone believes that this group of people aren't taking their jobs seriously. To hold an event that rubs their noses in a winless season just doesn't seem to accomplish any good at all. We all go to work each day, and I'd like to think all of us try very hard to be successful each day as well. Some days we are, some days we aren't. But we wouldn't hold a parade if a company missed their annual budget. We wouldn't hold a parade if a business had a product that didn't work. Why would we hold a parade for this? People have a lot of legitimate options to express their frustration with the Browns' recent struggles. They can stop going to games. They can stop buying merchandise. It's all fair and legitimate. Everyone knows why there's so much frustration. But don't do this. Don't add an 0-16 parade to the burning river as an infamous Cleveland moment. Fans in Philadelphia booed Santa Claus over 40 years ago, and they've never heard the end of it. It's been a forgettable season. Let's not do something that stays with the area forever.
We encourage your response to this editorial. Email your response to editorial@cleveland19.com.
From all of us at Wake Up Cleveland, happy holidays.
No matter what's keeping you busy, Panera delivers lunch and dinner to you. Panera, food as it should be.
A recent Harvard study showed that every year, almost 100,000 Americans are injured or die because of medical mistakes. If you or someone you love was a victim of malpractice, call the Becker Law Firm. Our team includes registered nurses and experienced board-certified trial lawyers. We don't pretend to be malpractice lawyers. We are malpractice lawyers.
Jack says the countdown is on. It's New Year's week at Jack Cleveland Casino and Jack Thistledown Racino. Win up to $2,500 every 30 minutes with risk or reward. Play the $25,000 blackjack tournament downtown, the $25,000 VLT tournament at Thistledown, or the $25,000 slot tournament downtown. And don't miss your chance to win a BMW SUV Friday the 29th, a Mercedes sedan Saturday the 30th, and a Lincoln Continental New Year's Eve. It's time to ring in the new year, only at Jack.
I'm a successful professional. I'm also an addict. I can't disappear for 30 days to get help. I needed a program that was fast and results-oriented. I went to Luna Living. The 2-week outpatient medical detox got me back to work quickly. This program saved my life and my career. Recovery on my terms. Luna Living. Burn bright, not out.
Good ideas catch on fast. Good clean food, even faster. Now delivering for lunch and dinner. Panera, food as it should be.
Tony Zarella, weeknights on Cleveland 19 News.